Coming up on today's episode of Technoid, the Samsung Galaxy S21 might be coming with a new feature and something that I don't think anybody in the wireless industry is going for, but if Samsung does this for a standard release of the S21, releasing wireless earbuds in the box replacing wired, that is going to be a significant game changer, and I'll explain to you the possibility of that. Also on today's episode, Apple is requiring developers to now give in to their required privacy labels. So they discussed that in WWDC, so I'll explain the details on what they're making developers do. And lastly, the Tab S2, a long time ago tablet from the Samsung graveyard, has risen from the dead because Samsung has decided to release a security patch, and I'm going to tell you why this shows that Samsung has changed its way with long-term software abilities. All that on today's episode, so stay tuned. Yo, what's happening everybody? Michael here, welcome back to Technoid, and before I start the episode, guys, as you saw at the beginning of the episode, I am thrilled, honored, and privileged to announce that I am officially partnered and sponsored by Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy is an energy formula company that makes a very good energy formula for those of you healthy fanatics out there and also gamers, but talking to the tech world, it is a little weird going this route, but let me explain a little bit before I start the episode. Now, if you are somebody that looks for a little bit of boost in your everyday life, but you don't want all that sugar and calories and crap, well, I got good news for you. Rogue Energy is here to give you a solution. Rogue Energy is basically an energy formula that is in the form of a powder which you can mix in water, and it gives you literally everything that you would ask. It boosts energy, it's full of antioxidant, vitamin supplements, it has a brain enhancer to help you focus and be clear on task, and most of all, they come in 3 different variants. You have the Extreme, Hydrator, and then your regular standard energy drink. Now, each of them vary in different areas of chemical compounds with BCAA and other things like that, but the point is, they're all designed to keep you going without the unnecessary crash that energy drinks bring. Now, of course, this is a relatively new company, so you'll probably have some doubts. Well, I'm here to announce that they have a starting pack, which I personally recommend, because if you buy the starter pack, you not only get 5 packets, you get a 24-ounce shaker. That is incredible. Not many companies can give you a shaker that big when you buy out in the first time. So I personally recommend this deal, and if you want to take a look at this offer, use my affiliate link below and also use the promo code TECHNOID to get 10% off your first purchase and many more purchases should you choose to do so. So with all that out of the way, check out Rogue Energy, and thank you guys once again for the partnership and sponsoring of the channel. I really appreciate you giving me the consideration. All that out of the way, let's get it going. So story number 1, the main story, the Samsung Galaxy S21, what comes in the box. Now, as you know, Samsung is going in the route of removing headphones in the box and probably going down the charging path. But along the way, they came out with a ridiculous claim that they're going to do something different. And according to GSM again, I don't know why I keep going to them, but according to GSM, it seems that there is going to be some big good news coming for Samsung, because it looks like with the S21 lineup, they are actually going to be including earphones that are in the box and will be successors to the Galaxy Bud Plus, and are rumored to be coming out with new buds sold separately. Now, this does sound a little weird, but apparently there is a bundle service going around saying that there is a bundle coming that basically Samsung is going to bundle wireless earbuds in the box in a replacement of the wired headphones. And up until recently, there was a bundle. If you buy a brand new phone, you get the wireless earbuds for free. But including them in the box by default is actually a very risky, but could be a very big payoff for Samsung, because nobody in the tech world is doing that. Apple's definitely not going to do it. Google's definitely not going to do it. I doubt Huawei, Oppo, and OnePlus are going to do it. So if Samsung was to go in this route of putting wireless earbuds in the box, giving customers value right out of the box, that is some extreme top level tier for Samsung. Now, of course, this is just a rumor. I don't necessarily think I would believe that. I do believe they would bundle it if they are going to offer this. But here's the thing. It's intended to be a successor to the Galaxy Bud Plus. Now, that makes me think that they wouldn't do that because they would want people to pay the premium and pay for the earbuds. But if Samsung really does care about their consumers and really want to give value, and most of all, if they want to shake up the industry, that is the way to go. Because not only do you create value for consumers out of the box, but most of all, you're giving them a wireless pair of headphones. Something that, like I said, is unprecedented and not done before. Now, of course, the rumored headphones are called Galaxy Buds Beyond, which I don't kind of get the name, but they are intended to be successors to the Buds Plus. We don't know a lot about them, but it seems that they are rumored to take the place of the wired AKG earbuds that come in the box. Now, that is a liable solution since the headphone jack is gone and Samsung again adding value, but I will have to say I have my doubts. But if this is true, if this does turn out to be a possibility, and again, take this with a grain of salt, people, if this does happen, then Samsung will have officially put a fork in the Apple argument of the whole environment and removing accessories out of the box, and while maintaining the price point, hopefully. But that is all he said, she said crap, so we're gonna have to wait and see when this actually happens. And if this does happen, I will definitely be shocked. Story number 2, let's talk about Samsung Galaxy Tab S2. Wow, that is really old. A 2015 tablet that probably none of you really know, but apparently Samsung still remembers it and has resurrected the tablet because they have released an October 2020 security patch. 5 years later, they have released a brand new patch to keep the tablet up to date with security. Now, let me explain to you the significance of Samsung doing this. And this isn't just this one product. They've been doing this secretly with other products with long term, the S7, the S8 even. So they're keeping up with products. But what this shows is that Samsung is taking a new directive where instead of focusing on the hardware and trying to pump out, they really need to go down to the core and do things that Android phones haven't been able to do. And that's just long-lasting, longevity, whatever you're gonna call that term. Basically just keep the devices going and keeping the consumers intact with their devices. Now, of course, it does make all the sense to want to get them to buy a new device, but by showing Samsung taking the initiative to keep these devices running and keep them up to date with security patches, it shows that Samsung truly has a new approach on how they're gonna approach OS softwares for their products, but most of all, it makes such great sense. And I really like the path that they are going in, and I really do enjoy Samsung doing this. And for those of you that were concerned about OS updates from Samsung, this shows a changing of the guard. And last story, the main story, oh my goodness, that's the second video in a row I said that. I'm so used to putting the main story at the end, but really the last story is the Apple requiring apps to add the private label thing starting December 8th. Now, basically what that is that it's a label which explains what data is collected at the glance if you're downloading an app on the App Store, and basically keeping the consumer's privacy intact should you want to do this or not. Now, according to The Verge, it seems that Apple is saying that this label will help increase privacy, but that it will of course create developers. They will have to be required to disclose all the information and their third-party partners so that they can keep the labels up for data. For example, if an app needs to know your precise location, you will know even before you download it. Now, I do like the extra step of security that Apple is trying to create for their consumers, as there is a lot of privacy issues going on in America and a lot of concern with antitrust and all that stuff. But on the flip side, I don't necessarily buy this whole thing, because just because they'll declare the third parties and their partners doesn't mean that there's going to be some kind of under sneak, even if Apple does see it or not. Because even though everyone claims that Apple's the most secure and everything, there is, and listen, you could be the biggest Apple fan, but trust me when I say this, there is little bit of data leaks, a little bit with Apple. And trust me when I tell you, I could make a full episode explaining how Apple is just as guilty, but they are good at keeping your data private and definitely keeping it secure. If you have any proof, look what they've done to the FBI. They literally said, hell no, we're not opening up a phone. But even though they are good with security, I am still not buying this, but I do appreciate I would say maybe the extra layer of security. But it really comes down to how you approach this, if you're comfortable with that. And I do like the fact that you can see it before you download an app. So to that, I gotta give Apple a lot of credit. And that's for today's episode of Technoid. Now guys, I really hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. And once again, thank you to Rogue Energy for being a partner of the Technoid channel. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Make sure you order yourself some Rogue Energy, and peace.